All right, I have to start all over again. I had to sneeze. I'm sorry. So here we go again. It is Chav Gimel Adar, and it is Thursday nights. Chav Gimel. This is already Chav Dalid probably, and we're going to have Shabbos Mevorchim Nisan. That's beautiful, and it's also a double parsha of Vayakhel Pikodei. So I'm going to take a portion of Vayakhel from the Zera Shimshon, and because I think it's very pertinent bisman hazeh. What can I tell you? So it says in the pasuk, Vayakhel Moshe. So all of a sudden, when did this happen? Rashi says it was the day after Yom Kippur. He came down the next day with the luchai shniyos, and that was after they got forgiven for the chet ha'egel. So why all of a sudden the Meforshim ask, why did he have to warn them about Shabbos today? There was no other mitzvah to warn them about? How about Avodah Zarah? And when maybe there's other mitzvahs to warn them about? No, Dafka Shabbos. Okay, there's other questions about this. I'm not going into it. Let's answer the first question. Why did he warn them about Shabbos? Because it says in the Gemara, in Shabbos Kuf Yud Ches Amud Beis, She Yisrael lo shomru afilu Shabbos Rishona. The Jewish people didn't even keep the first Shabbos completely. Then this caused and this caused them to be ruled over by other nations. Ooh. And furthermore, he says, Kol Hashem Shabbos kilchasoi. Anybody who keeps Shabbos properly, even if he serves Avodah Zarah like their enosh, they will forgive him. And furthermore, it says in the Gemesechus Avodah Zarah there, Shel Malich Leichatu Be'egel, if they hadn't sinned with the Egel, Leishalto Bahem Umav. So you're putting it together. Oh, if they hadn't sinned with the Egel, they wouldn't have been incarcerated by other nations as well. So it says, Haruch Chorus Alaluchais, Cherus Mishibud Malchias. Chorus you can translate into a different word. Chorus doesn't mean engraved, it means cherus. They're free from the shibud malchus, from all the other nations ruling over us. So when they sinned with the chet ha'egel, they lost this capability. So noida. So now we know. How much Moshe Rabbeinu bothered himself to pray that the Jewish people should be forgiven on Maaseh ha'egel. And he wasn't appeased until Yom Kippur. When therefore next day when he came down from the Har, he wanted to tell the Jewish people that all the bother that he did and he prayed for the Jewish people, the whole thing was that they didn't keep Shabbos properly. If they had properly kept Shabbos, he wouldn't have had to pray so long. He was there 40 days, right? If they hadn't made the egel and they would have kept Shabbos, he wouldn't have had to stay there so long to get a kapara. It would have been automatically forgiven. But now, so the sin was forgiven a little bit, but they were still have to face being subjected to all kinds of foreign nations. And you can go all through Arba Machlias, we can go through them. They lost that freedom that they would have had from the subjugation because they did the chet ha'egel, but they still have Shabbos. The only takana, the only fixed thing they could do was keep Shabbos properly. It says the Gemara in Shabbos over there in Kuf Yud Ches, that if they had kept 2 Shabbos right away, they would have been redeemed forever. Okay. And he wanted to let them know that before they started building the Mishkan. Why? Mishkan nikra mishkan lefi she'asi lehismashkein be'avoneseim shel Yisrael. Because what the Mishkan does is it takes a guarantee for the Jewish people they'll get forgiven all the time. Lefikach kaidem tzivoy Mishkan nasan lahem tikun shel hismashkein. So therefore, before he builds the Mishkan, they have something keeping Shabbos that they won't have to be relying on the Mishkan to get them forgiven and be guaranteed that they won't be under the jurisdiction of the non-Jews for the rest of our 3,000 years. All right, everybody, that's all I want to tell you about this Parsha, but you can understand that what we're going through right now, everybody needs to keep Shabbos. Everybody. And everybody should take on upon themselves that they should learn the halachas of Shabbos properly so that they will be keeping Shabbos, especially in muksa and other things that people are not careful about. Okay, anyway, have a wonderful Shabbos. Kol tov.